Have you ever felt like life keeps pushing back, no matter how hard you try? Like every effort to control the best outcome only leaves you more exhausted. Well, that's not failure. That's the exact moment that your soul whispers, stop fighting and start listening. Because sometimes giving up isn't weakness. It's exhaustion from resisting what's already trying to transform you. But surrender? Well, surrender is something entirely different. Stay with me as we look at the difference between giving up and surrendering. Giving up is born from depletion, from pushing against reality until your spirit feels crushed under the weight of resistance. It can leave you bitter, defeated, and convinced that you are powerless against your circumstances. Surrender, however, is an actual act of courage. It's not quitting the fight. It's releasing the desperate need to control the outcome. It's trading tension for clarity. It's redirecting energy away from the wall that won't move and toward the open path that's been waiting there all along. When you surrender, you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And you begin asking, what is this moment inviting me to step into? And that single shift changes everything. It transforms defeat into empowerment, and it turns resistance into revelation. Sometimes your life doesn't change because you made a new plan. It changes because you are no longer the person who created the old one. Your consciousness evolves, and suddenly your choices, relationships, and perceptions begin reorganizing around the new you. You start noticing that the old life feels too small, and the conversations that once felt normal now feel restrictive. The environments that once felt safe now feel limiting. And you haven't become ungrateful. You've simply outgrown the architecture of your past. As you surrender to growth, the universe begins to rearrange itself around your new vibration. People fall away without conflict. Old triggers lose their power, and the same situations appear over and over again. But something inside of you doesn't react the way that it used to. And that's when you realize the external world may look the same, but the consciousness experiencing it has changed. You enter the in-between phase, the quiet space between endings and beginnings. And it can feel lonely, confusing, or even empty. But emptiness isn't absence. It's space being cleared for what could not enter, whilst the old life occupied you. Your desires begin to change. You stop chasing validation, status, and attention. You start craving peace, depth, freedom, truth, and authenticity. You begin wanting alignment more than approval. And that's when synchronicities start appearing. The right people, the right opportunities, the right signs, and your attention becomes sensitive to patterns connected to your transformation. Time itself feels different. Moments stretch and weeks disappear. And you look at an old photo and you realize, I know that was me, but I'm not that person anymore. Your identity is separating from its previous story. And when identity changes, then your relationship with time also changes. You stop trying to force the future. You will take action, but the desperation fades away. And you understand that forcing something from fear only recreates the reality you're trying to escape. So instead of asking, how do I control what happens next? You begin asking, who must I become for a different future to feel natural? And that question changes everything. Because the timeline doesn't always change first. You do. And when you change, reality begins reflecting the person that you've become. You make different choices. You attract different relationships. You walk through doors that the old one, the old you, would have never seen. In closing, and if you recognize that you're standing at the edge of surrender, remember this. You are not losing control. You are gaining and building alignment. You are not giving up. You are giving in to the wisdom of your own becoming. This is the season where your soul stops waiting and starts unfolding. And let it happen. Let it transform you. And let it lead you home. If today's message and video resonates with you, please like and share. Subscribe here to the Consciousness Coach for weekly activations, inner reflections, and guided sessions to help you rise into your next chapter. Remember that you are not trapped. You are transforming. And until we speak again, much love, always.